Skywalker Saga is finally launching on April 5th. But, you know, since we don't want to make you wait that long just to see
Thank you,
more,
Nate, for the subscribe.
Let's get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the making of the game and then talk to its creative director to see if we can get him to spill some of the secrets of the Skywalker Saga.
Okay. Are we getting a new trailer? No way! Oh my god!
I've been a massive fan of Lego and Star Wars since I was very young.
There's lightsabers, there's spaceships, there's weird aliens.
Oh my god! She's in the game? What?
To work on the game.
That's a level.
A franchise that spans all generations.
I'm gonna make the jump to light speed.
Oh my god!
As soon as we started talking about doing a new Lego Star Wars game, the ambition swelled. Because as fans, we love all the movies. And to have the opportunity
that's such a flash
to
of
tell
the X-Men in the background.
saga from episode 1 all the way through to episode 9, we knew we had to take it further than we'd ever been.
We started off by having regular meetings with Lego and Lucasfilm.
Oh my god, the
discussing
breakdown!
about the visual design of Star Wars, what makes
This will
a
give me
Star
so much to
Wars
do.
game, how we might integrate Lego into this game.
They gave us access to all of their libraries, which was the
Oh my
greatest
god,
thing
that's
to be
the
able to dig into.
You can go in the
storytelling
library?
throughout Lego Star Wars is incredible.
I don't know why I'm
and filled
surprised.
with jokes and funny moments, because in a Lego game, we have freedom.
You can use the humor and we can spin it. So Han Solo is still being Han Solo, but he might have a banana instead of a blaster or something like that.
Oh my god. This is the most Lego humor I've ever
We
seen.
needed to refresh the game and get something that felt familiar but reinvented. The systems, the frameworks we put in place to enable us to do that over like 100 different gameplay mechanics and all the different systems that make up that game.
Real-time processing on the voices. So when you pick up a helmet and you put it on,
So they actually have good audio
your voice
quality on like the
changes to
so
sound like
there's
a
the
stormtrooper.
disguise thing.
You've got a stormtrooper problem you should look into.
The disguise thing, you can disguise yourself as a
on the
stormtrooper.
lighting in the environments. We have something like 12,000 materials that were generated for the game, 20,000 unique models, and 26,000 textures.
Jeez.
If you're a fan of Lego Company's work, you'll be amazed at the resolution and the amazing work that the models team have done.
We get to recreate all of these iconic designs, literally brick by brick.
Oh my god, I love the new building thing. That's so cool.
Entirely out of Lego bricks. So that's not just.
Oh my god, is this a level?
exterior
That
of
would
the
be so
ship,
cool.
That's the
I love this level
interior,
in the
so you
Complete
can
Saga.
land inside these ships and walk around in an environment entirely made out of Lego bricks.
If you were to build one of our capital ships in real life, it would take millions and millions of bricks.
We've
New
designed some
confirmed
of the
character in the
characters
bottom corner
that
right there.
don't exist as physical models.
What we would do is we'd look at film
Yo!
reference.
Is that
and
a
we'd
crate
take
dragon?
existing Lego creatures and
They have a
characters
crate
that are
dragon?
similar, and then what we end up with is something that is
What
as
is-
accurate
I've
as
never
we
even
could
seen
make
that
it.
before. I don't know what that
Take
is.
the Bantha, for example. So it's just really true to Lego IP, and it's really true to the film IP.
R2's dancing too.
We wanted an evolution, I suppose. So what we've done is try to keep what's familiar, but really add something a bit more modern in, a bit more fresher. One of the things we've done in this game is we've
Oh my
gone
God,
for a
look
third-person camera.
With the blaster combat in the game, we really wanted to make it feel more visceral. Now when you use the blaster combat, we bring the camera down, we get into this like third person perspective, and it just really makes you feel like more in the action, which is pretty great.
cool.
Using the Force is a huge part of the game.
The Jedi, the Sith, they all have
Oh
this
my god,
force power
Vader on a
where they can
separatist
literally
dreadnought?
pick
That's
objects
so
off the floor
cool.
and fling them about. We really took advantage of that.
Oh, it's the
force
snake?
power
Okay,
that we
okay, I
haven't
see you
done in
guys. It's a
previous
snake,
games.
okay. What is
You
that
can fly
unlockable
into
right there?
space and there's like just interactions that'll happen. Giant ships like a Star Destroyer coming in. You can
looks
try
so
and fight
cool.
it and you go defeat it and you can capture it and take it over.
We got to see
I
it
think when we're
land.
making
That's
games,
so
we think about the
cool.
fans a lot.
So there's a few Easter eggs in this game, some stuff that we're really excited
I like to
get
hear
in.
Easter eggs.
You can
Okay.
switch all the weapons so that it's mouth noises. So you'd be like, "Zhuang, zhuang, woo, woo, pew, pew."
And
That's
of course,
actually really cool.
You might have heard of a little thing called mumble mode.
So mumble mode is basically how the old Star
I did a
Wars
breakdown of
games
this whole
work.
thing,
We
by
had
the
to
way, if you guys
rely
are
on
interested.
animation, expression, and these sort of mumbles that mimicked the speech.
It goes.
Huh?
Remember?
Seeing your work put together on a scale
This
like
is
this
so-
really
this
makes
is
it
so
feel
gorgeous.
like it's something special.
This is the ultimate experience of going everywhere in the universe as whatever character you
Cody!
want and really being in Star Wars.
And I can't wait for players to see the hard work.
This is nuts.
It's been a really ambitious project. What they've achieved, they should be rightfully proud of.
W! Massive W! Is it over or is this more? Is there more? Okay. Oh, this animation thing is so cool every time I see it. Okay. Is there more? Because this was a really cool trailer.
Play it on Xbox Series X and S.
It's not ended yet. Okay, there's more.
9 movies, 45 years, and millions of Lego bricks later,
All right,
Lego
let's see
Star
the
Wars:
interview.
The Skywalker Saga is almost here to bring it all together on your favorite video game console. Here to tell me more is Jonathan
Oh my
Smith,
God,
head
there's
of production at TT Games. Thank you so much for
there's
joining us,
more.
Jonathan.
You beautiful man.
Pleasure. Great to see you. Thank you.
So you've been with Lego and Star Wars for so long. I cannot wait for this game. This is the culmination of so many different aspects of the Star Wars and video games and toys coming together. One of the things that I really love about what we've seen so far about this game is that combat seems to be on a completely different level than we've seen before. It appears there's a lot of refinements, especially specifically to the lightsaber fighting. Can you tell me a little bit about how combat's evolved in the new Lego Star Wars game?
Yeah, sure. I mean, everything is new. We've had the opportunity to build this game thinking what would be great.
TT
now.
Games did
Forget
spoil us
about
with
the
this.
past.
This is nuts.
Let's take advantage of every element of skill and piece of technology we can bring to bear to make the ultimate Lego Star Wars game now. And when we look at those movies, there's a lot of fighting. And there's a lot of cool fighting. So the first question we asked ourselves was how to make combat
I hope you guys can hear the audio if
exciting,
it's loud
more
enough.
intense,
It
feel
should be
more
loud enough.
personal than you've ever had it in any Lego Star Wars game previously. And for the lightsaber characters, it's really important that we've moved the camera to put you closer to the characters so you really feel the intense impact of every blow. We've also added a combo system, new counter moves.
I want to see more of
and
the
new
combo system. I'm
mechanisms,
very interested
boss
by that.
encounters, big lightsaber duels that really get you right up to the enemy.
I really, really love that because these are, it's a very difficult sort of balance to find a way to make these games feel intense and personal, but also kind of fun and toyetic. So it's really, really cool to see that approach taken specifically to the lightsaber stuff. I mean, every single person who loves Star Wars loves it for different reasons, but I think everyone agrees that lightsaber fights are one of the coolest things
Of course.
in the history of film. So seeing
Audio's
that in the
fine? All
game
right, cool.
with a little bit more playability and control is really, really cool.
Oh, throwback.
This is
Oh,
obviously,
not that
like,
level. No,
built
no, no, no.
from
Okay.
The structure of, so much of what your team has done in the past with the Lego Star Wars games. But there are a lot of the original aspects of these games, the complete saga, the Lego Star Wars games that I grew up playing. How are these levels brought in to the new game, to the new engine? Like, what is the sort of level of bringing those things back into the current form now, or are you building them completely from scratch this time around?
It's all new.
I hope so. I hope so on the
Of course
co-op
we
too.
have the memory, that feeling, as you say. We've played those games for hundreds, thousands of hours now, so we know what a Lego Star Wars
this looks
game
so good.
feels like. But we built everything afresh because we've learned so much over more than a decade of making these Lego games. There were new things we wanted to try, and a bigger canvas than we've ever had before with all 9 movies.
Sorry if I'm not talking a
while
lot. I just am
we
very interested.
Remember those great levels from the previous games.
Mhm.
Everything here started from a blank sheet of paper and looking carefully at the movies and asking the question, what would be the best way to bring this action to life?
It sounds like they definitely did that. They did a very good job of that.
It seems like there's even more sort of rideable vehicles, I guess we could call them. I don't know if we want to call a Tauntaun or a Dewback a vehicle, but I guess theoretically
New stuff.
they are, right?
Come on.
And we've
You
seen
don't need
AT
a license.
walkers.
What do you-
Yeah.
You don't need a license to jump on board them.
Okay, so
no,
those
it's
are
absolutely
creatures.
fine. Yeah, the creatures, the ride-ons, the big ships, the small vehicles from the single trooper aerial platforms in Theed from Episode 1, through the land speeder in Mos Eisley, Mos Espa, and the Jundland Wastes in Episode 4. We've got hundreds of different ways to get across the big environments that you'll find yourself in this game. You talked about the levels from that original game, and we do have action set pieces, choreographed moments of high intensity action and chases in this game. But a lot of what you'll do in your pursuit of the story and beyond is to explore open planetary environments and spaces within spaceships that we built entirely out of Lego. So there are all kind of ways to traverse all these different spaces.
Okay, chat, type 1 if you want me to not talk that much, or type 2
Let's
if
talk
you don't
about,
mind if I talk a little
co-op,
bit.
because
I'm not going to
co-op
talk a lot.
has always been one of my favorite elements of these games. I've seen co-op in the Lego games.
Okay, here we go.
Evolve throughout the years between single screen and split screen, and then we've had the thing that's sort of like the kind of clockwork camera angles and stuff like that. How are these levels or these areas scaled for 2 players? Because I love to play
Bring up multiplayer,
and they've always scaled well for sort of people of all ages. So what was done this time around to sort of advance that?
It's been a critical part of every Lego game we've done right from the very start, although we have approached it
I see a very
different
even
ways.
mix.
But having people play together, and I think
See you later,
in
Molecular.
particular with a Lego game, having people of different ages play together, be it older and younger siblings, but in particular, parents and children has been something we've been able to really focus on and have again with Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. So the whole game is playable in co-op. You'll pick up as different characters.
Awesome.
It will work with a straight split screen. The dynamic split screen that you're talking about was something that we experimented with for a while, but we've gone to a fixed split screen now for this game. And
Fixed
the
split screen.
areas that you'll explore are generally quite large. There are jewels and highlight, showcase, choreographed sections which bring the players very closely together. But also there are quite large spaces, like the whole of Coruscant, or large.
I love to hear
cities on
Coruscant's
Tatooine
large.
Or Theed Palace, another large environment where you'll be able to split up and explore and discover all the secrets that the game has to offer off the beaten track.
So how does that work for sort of like the legacy features, stuff like True Jedi collecting enough studs?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Is that stuff coming back, or have you kind of looked at that and kind of flipped it over on that end too?
So the reasons for having many of those old features that we had, the reasons for having depth of collectibles and rewards for playing the games increasingly skillfully, rewards for experimentation, that the incentive remains the same, but we have freshened up our approach. And we think we're very closely this time immersed in the Star Wars universe.
Does that mean that there's not a true Jedi meter?
We do have shimmering, attractive, secret, hidden Kyber bricks
Okay.
that we'll be able to collect across the whole game, both through progression with the story and also off the beaten track, in the hubs, in out-of-the-way places, by completing challenges and side quests and extra bonus missions.
So they're saying Kyber bricks is replacing
we're going to
True Jedi?
encourage people to replay the levels and get extra rewards, but now through setting them specific challenges that they can undertake, as well as having, we do still have mini kits, exactly as we had them before, so you can collect those, because collecting and then unlocking more vehicles for you to play with, more spaceships for you to fly with, and more characters for you to control and take around through these wonderful spaces is still core to what we're trying to offer here.
Okay.
We got a glimpse at what looked to me like a galaxy map of sorts in one of the recent trailers, which makes it seem like players will be able to hop from planet to planet. Obviously, in the original trilogy game, we had
we need some
hub linking everything.
We need clarification
together.
on this.
Tell me what this is all about. The galaxy map looks so cool.
I think everything you were imagining, was in our imagination when we thought of being able to travel across the Lego Star Wars galaxy to bring that entire space to life. So we've got 23 planets, and you can, through the galaxy map, fly from one to the other, land on that planet in one of 28 different landing zones. And the story will take you in a progression from planet to planet, from location to location. There'll be gameplay on the planets, in the open hub areas.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then through levels as well. And that takes you, as well as on the planets, through space. So there is gameplay out in
oh, that's so cool.
Beyond the planet.
They make you go to space for missions and stuff?
Missions that you'll undertake in the local space environments as you skip around. Again, pursuing the story, you can choose whichever of the sagas you want to start, be it episode 1, episode 4, or episode 7, and unlock new story.
Thank you for
that
the sub,
way.
Felix.
Or you can choose, as you unlock new planets and new spaces, to go back and explore in free play to take control of different ships and characters. There's so much for you to discover in LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. And yeah, the galaxy map and the data pad that supports it is going to be a central repository of information and tools to help you get the most out of discovering that huge space, our biggest ever game.
Yes, that's my response.
I love to hear that.
Very happy about that. Okay, so I'm gonna get in a little bit more detailed here. The Lego games, for me, one of the coolest things about them is they've recaptured that sort of feeling that I have collecting Star Wars toys, right? Like there are just tons and tons of different minifigs and characters and ships and stuff that you can unlock. This is for pretty much every Lego game you've made. There's been a deep roster, whether it's
character roster,
Indiana Jones, characters that are in the back corners end up playable in these games. Star Wars, especially for what you guys are taking on, which is 9 films, has some of the probably the biggest roster of anything in history. How did you attempt to get as many characters as you could in there? How did that process work?
I mean, always, because we love, like you, these characters, these stories, these worlds. There's a huge amount of passion and love that means we want to put them all in our own hands and in the hands of players. And we've got an incredibly talented and hard-working team who have been working now for years with scrupulous and incredible attention to detail to really get the most out of the characters that are available. And there are hundreds of characters available. Now, we have to balance some of those discussions. The exuberance of a team who really would like to create every single individual that's ever been seen on celluloid in any
that would be
Star
me.
Wars
Let's do that
movie ever, with a sort of practicality and a player's sense of, look, there's a point where I have to finish the game, and there's a point also where we want to make
you
sure
don't.
that these characters
Don't finish the game. Just make it infinite.
But that has enabled us to go within the scope of this, our biggest ever game, really deep. I mean, even as we've been split up now for a while, working from home primarily, I think I was able to sense the disturbance in the Force as though a million voices had cried out in delight at the moment we confirmed that we did actually have Yaddle playable.
that was an amazing moment.
The design piece, such as the intensity of feeling from amongst the team when we had that approved, that I could sense it all the way from home. We've got fan favorites from previous games as well, of course. The Gonk droid. Power droid is an important, iconic character in any Lego Star Wars game, and we'll go even further than that.
This game
even further. Then Yaddle.
Stunning.
Okay,
like it's gorgeous. I didn't expect anything less, but it seems like it's really taking advantage of the power under the hood of the new consoles and PC and stuff like that. Tell me how this game came together visually, because I know you're trying to strike that balance between something that looks like a shiny little piece of plastic toy.
Jedi Bob would be nuts.
Epic and grandiose and gorgeous.
I mean, it's simply the incredible work and talent of hundreds of people for a very, very long time, starting at a foundation with some of our amazing technology specialists and engineers creating new rendering systems that really make everything look better than it's ever looked in a Lego game. This was the right time for us to go back to Star Wars with the power of next generation consoles as well, and really give you vistas and effects that we've never been able to do before. But building on that then is the work not only of the character modelers who have sweated, again, every detail of bringing these figures to life, every seam. There's new effects now, weathering the characters dynamically so that the sand that they walk through actually appears on the physical models. And then the skill of
guys,
all the
please don't spam.
artists, and all the effects that go on top of that to make it all fit together and seem of a place. So you're in a Lego world, and it looks spectacular and it gleams where it should, but it also feels still Lego. The things that are made out of plastic bricks still have that connection that you have as someone who's picked these bricks up and played with them yourself.
This is so long. This has been like 20 minutes. This is amazing.
Aesthetics, skill, creativity, and just hard work.
I'm so glad they're doing this.
Thank you so much. This is everything I wanted to hear today.
I just said it. Oh.
This is actual, real,
Okay.
palpable excitement coming from me because I love this series. I love these games and I love Lego, and I'm super excited to see it all come together.
Thank you so
Lego
much.
Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Thank you so
comes
much,
to
TT Games, for
PlayStation,
everything.
Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC this April. So for all things Lego Star Wars and video games, stick with IGN. And thank you so much, Jonathan.
Been a huge
Okay, that was a
pleasure. Thank
very
you
awkward
much.
smile right there, dude.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
Oh my god. That was great. That was great. I'm so glad they did that. Alright, let's try to re-upload this reaction video.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay.
Earlier this month, Shenmue, the Legend